Hi, we're going to do some triangle problems. The length of one leg of a right triangle is 6 feet. The length of the hypotenuse, the slanted side, is 2 feet longer than the other leg. Find the length of the hypotenuse and the other leg. Well, this side and this side are called legs. This side is called the hypotenuse. We're going to use, since this is a right triangle, we're going to use the Pythagorean Theorem to solve this problem. A square plus b square equals c square. Now usually the vertical side is called A, the horizontal side is called B, but always, always, always the longest side, this side, across from the right angle is called the hypotenuse, and it is C every single time. So I'm going to say x squared, because that's my A, plus 6 squared, because that's my B, equals parentheses x plus 2 square, because that's my C. So here we are again, where we will have a little more room. Six squared plus x squared equals x plus 2 squared. Okay, I reversed the first two numbers, but that's okay because we're adding. So we'll have 36 plus x squared equals, be careful when you're squaring a binomial, you have to write them twice and FOIL them. So we'll have 36 plus x squared equals x squared plus 2x plus 2x. Well, I'll do it the long way. Outside is 2x, inside is 2x, and last is 4. So we'll have 36 plus x squared equals x squared plus 4x plus 4. Now use the principle of zeros because we have a quadratic equation. I'll subtract 36 from both sides, and I'll subtract x squared from both sides. That will leave me 0 on the left. On the right, look, my x squared is 0 out, and I'm left with 4x. 4 minus 36 is negative 32. Now I just have a linear equation. The way we solve those is I take the constant term and I move it over to the other side. My dog is scratching right now, causing the bed to jump up and down, and I'm sitting on the bed. There, she finally stopped. So I'll have 32 equals 4x. Then when I divide both sides by 4, I will get x equals 8. But what are we looking for? Well, we're looking for the length of the side we don't know, that is x. Recall that our triangle looked like this: x, 6, and x plus 2. That means this side is going to be 8, and this side is going to be 10, and I forget whether we were using inches or feet or centimeters or just units. So you can look back and see. Now a ladder is leaning up against a building. The distance from the bottom of the ladder to the building is 12 feet shorter than the length of the ladder. How high up the side of the building is the top of the ladder if that distance is 6 feet less than the length of the ladder? Well, we're told enough to be able to work this problem. We're going to use the Pythagorean Theorem again. And so we'll have x minus 12 squared plus x minus 6 squared equals x squared. That's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now let's get to work here. X minus 12 squared is x minus 12 times x minus 12 plus x minus 6 squared is x minus 6 times x minus 6. And x squared is just x squared. So x minus 12 times x minus 12 will give us x squared minus 12x minus 12x plus 144. And x minus 6 times x minus 6 will give us x squared minus 6x minus 6x plus 36, and that all equals x squared. So now we'll combine our like terms. X squared plus x squared is 2x squared. Negative 12x minus 12x is negative 24x. And negative 6x is negative 12x. And when we add those together, we're going to get negative 36x. So minus 36x. And then 144 plus 36. No. 1. That's 180. Okay. Now I'm going to use the principle of zeros and pull this x squared over to the other side. So I will now have a 0 on the right side. On the left side, I'll have 1x squared minus 36x plus 180. Okay, now I have to find the right combination of factors of 180. I think I'll use my calculator just because it's so much easier. I'll go to y equals, and I'll clear everything that was there before. And in y1, I'll put 180 divided by x. And down in y2, I'll say x plus 180 divided by x. And then I'll say second graph, and I will look for negative 36, my B number, in the y2 column. And there it is. Negative 6 and negative 30 are in the row with negative 36. So since 1 is my A, I can use the quick grouping method. I separate my x squares into x, and then it's just a matter of writing down the numbers that are in the column with the number I'm looking for, negative 36, my B number. So that'll be minus 6 and minus 30. Minus 6 minus 30. So x minus 6 equals 0, and x minus 30 equals 0. So x equals 6, and x equals 30. Now recall that what x is the length of the ladder. Now the ladder might be 6 feet long, and the ladder might be 30 feet long. Now let's stop and think. Since we have a triangle where this is the length of the ladder, x, this is x minus 12, and this is x minus 6. Does x equaling 6 make any sense at all? No, I think not, because we would have 6 minus 6 here, which would be 0, and we would have 6 minus 12, which would be negative 36, which would not make sense. So the answer we're going to go with is that the ladder is 30 feet long. And it's going to extend 25 feet up the building. And that's what we're being asked. 24. 30 minus 6 is 24. So the ladder extends 24 feet up the building.